Congratulations, you did it! World's best cup of coffee. Congratulations are in order. Congratulations on starting your own business. You are among the estimated 14% of the population with the courage to strike out on your own. At some point, you decided to leave a job that most likely paid you fairly well and even gave you and your family some type of health insurance. But even with all that stability, your determination to be your own boss, to captain your own ship, to create your own path to financial wellness and respectability compelled you to start your business. Seriously, congratulations on being brave enough to follow your dream and take the road less traveled. Unfortunately for many, their dreams have become nightmares. In an article published by Forbes.com, 20% of small businesses fail in their first year, 30% in their second year, and 50% don't survive to see their fifth year. A staggering 70% of businesses never make it to their 10th birthday. That means that while 14% of the population start their own businesses, only 4.2% remain business owners. Lucky for you, you're reading this book. It doesn't matter your age, nationality, sex, financial status, location, or your product or service. If you're the owner of a business, I know you. I specialize in helping people like you establish systems, processes, and ever-changing marketing techniques. I teach the art of delegation and how to invest time wisely so that businesses can grow. As a former educator, I have a passion to teach and instruct. Every business starts somewhat like a person, an infant, if you will. You might start with 1 or 2 clients or with a Facebook page, or by selling products online or from your garage. Either way, you started off small with a dream and the talent necessary to deliver your offerings. The more people know, like, and trust you, the more you sell. If you're in the fortunate group of 80% of business owners who succeed in your first year, you move to the second. However, fewer entrepreneurs make it through their second year. Based on percentages, fewer and fewer make it through the third year, the fourth, then the fifth. And as previously stated, only 30% make it to the 10th year. Between year 1 and year 10, there's what I call the teenage stage. Your enterprise is no longer an infant. You've overcome some hurdles and you're still standing. Yet, like a teenager, you think you know more than you do. Or, more accurately, you think you know all there is to know about running your business. That's the single biggest reason why businesses start to fail. These businesses never mature to live up to the lofty, wildly profitable dreams their owners once had. The entrepreneurs in the 30% group who make it beyond that 10th year are those who know how to leverage what they don't know. I live somewhere in between there. I help teenage businesses grow up in sales, systems, processes, awareness, and profitability. The now what stage is where I thrive, the level where most entrepreneurs find themselves when they realize that they don't know what they don't know, and as a result, they're stuck. They did all they knew to do, but now their businesses have plateaued, or worse, started to decline. Incredibly talented and passionate people much like yourself, most likely, who start a business realize that while they may be excellent at creating the product, selling the service, or delivering on the service, they weren't ready to start a business. They find that they don't know the first thing about how to pay their taxes properly, how to best handle a customer complaint, how to make a collection call to someone who owes money, what to look for in vendors or strategic partners, insurance, marketing, how to network effectively, and many other things a business needs to grow. After all, you've gone from being an employee who did a specific job to having to do every job for a company. Not many people can make the necessary adjustments, which is why so many companies fail regardless of how well the owner knew how to deliver. Like socks on a rooster. If you've started a business, odds are that you found a mentor who helped you through the highs and lows of your entrepreneurial journey. My dad, my number one mentor and hero, had a saying whenever we accomplished something difficult. For example, when I was growing up, we rarely bought furniture. Whenever the house got stale and needed a shake-up, we would move the furniture to different areas. Usually, my father would have a tape measure, and we would spend much time and effort moving every piece of furniture all over the living room until we finally got it to where everyone agreed that the arrangement made the room look better. Hands on hips while admiring his work, my father would say, "Like socks on a rooster," meaning it was difficult, but we got it done. He said it so often that I thought it was a common saying. When I would say it to friends or while at college, people would look at me as if I had two heads.